way. This is where I used to get the bus to my English teaching course 13 years ago. God, 2000, late, maybe October 2003, and I was in China by January of 2004, in Hong Kong and then Chengdu where I was teaching. Let's see how Newcastle's changed. I don't think I've been in there for at least 6.5 years. So I just got off the bus now. I'm going to go and visit my old school where I studied to be a teacher of English as a second language, which is just down here in Chinatown. And then might go to St James's Park, my football team. Yeah, lovely day. It's actually warm. For a change. Oh, okay. So where I studied to teach, International House has moved into this building, unless it's now in 2 locations. It used to be in the Chinatown street. I think I just jaywalked. International House. That's it. International House, Newcastle. Language teaching, teacher training, TEFL and TESOL. Oh, I did CELTA, which is like the harder one. Oh, could have got a kebab. Lebanese. So, St James's Park, best football stadium in the world. Gallagate End. Yeah, this is the end of Chinatown, I think, where I used to study. I've lost my bearings a bit. Oh yeah, there you go. So that's St James's Park. Can't go inside. So that's the entrance to Chinatown. That's St James's Park. This is where I took my course to become an English teacher. The city, around the old city, old castle wall. Football club and Chinatown all together. The town wall remains of late 13th century, used by a company of purveyors and colliers and carriagemen during the 19th century, largely demolished 1908 to 10. Yeah, so just up there's entrance to Chinatown. Down here on the right, that's where I studied. So that building there, that was International House, where I studied to teach English. I did my CELTA there. There used to be a bar in the bottom, but that was serious. That was intense. Looks like it's moved to our new location. Loads of Chinese and Japanese restaurants down here. Was in there. It used to be in there on the 2nd and 3rd, maybe the 4th floor, but it's gone. City wall comes right around here. Let's have a look. Oh. We used to come out here at lunchtime, get a snack and sit and eat out here. Yeah. The Herbert Tower built 13th century and restored 17th. Now there's the Chinese gate, you can see down there, St James's Park just there. yeah, this is where I remember sitting out here. There's one lad didn't have any confidence. Of course, thought he couldn't do it. I gave him a little pep talk down here. You can do it, man. And he did it. Yeah. So this is the River Tyne moving out to the sea where we were yesterday. It's a tidal estuary, so the tide comes in and the tide goes out. You can see seaweed there. It's out at the moment. Wow, man, that's the bridge we came across on the way. Green Bridge. Yeah, you can see it's really low tide. See how fast the water's going out. So, yeah, these are the last two main bridges, I think. Those are the interesting bridges for me, the Turntable Bridge, the Tyne Bridge, and that. I think that's the old railway bridge and this is the new one above us. But it's a nice city. The other side is Gateshead. Which is kind of another town in itself. But all the people over there will come across for shopping and things. But yeah, I mean they used to build ships. Newcastle used to be famous for shipbuilding and tank building, and they used to do that down the other end there. Massive shipyards. I think they went to Korea and then now they've gone somewhere else. Yeah, it's nice. And it's warm again. Very warm. So, a nice pub over there, overlooking the river. It's got some students outside with their midday pints. Beautiful. And the old castle keep is somewhere up there. Actually, I might do that afterwards. Rather than going up and coming down and going up again, I'll go along the quayside. Look at the old bridge, man. It's beautiful. Oh, there's the keep, just on the other side, with the Union Jack on top. Old castle. I think I've been in there when I did my teacher training. I think I went there. I had like weekends off. I used to come to Starbucks on the weekend. And then basically I used to go to Starbucks at the weekend. So I just come up from the bridge, the Tyne Bridge there. And this is the old castle. Newcastle Castle. Wow. Must have been here before, but I've totally forgotten. The Black Gate, principal gateway to Castle, built 1247 to 50. 1247, so it's like 800 odd years ago, ish, almost. Brain's not working right now. Yeah, the Romans were here. Amazing. So I'm inside the Black Gate. So I think this is Newcastle Cathedral. Never been in here. So there is what I believe is Newcastle Cathedral. I think it looks a bit small to be a cathedral, but and I've got a funny story. Just before I came to Newcastle to do my teaching course, I had to save the money, so anyway, I was charity fundraising for a few months all over the country, and when I came up here I had to do an interview to get on the course. I got on the course, but one of the guys that I'd worked with, I met him in that Flares one night. Really funny guy. Yeah, he was on my team for a few weeks, charity fundraising. We were in like Durham and stuff. And then I was on my teaching course. I think it was the weekend. Might even have just finished my teaching course. I was out with everyone from the course, and I met the guy in Flares. I think he was a bit shocked to see me, because he was a Geordie. He lives up here, born and bred. Flares is like a 60s throwback 70s disco. Beautiful. This street, but it's one of the ones. That's the middle of town. I'm not sure who's on top of that monument. Some beautiful old buildings. Can't remember the name of that square. Elmland Square, is it? Beautiful. There's a market in there, Granger Market. This is Granger Market, like local market. Very old building. It's like cheap stuff. Got your veggies, sandwiches. Cheap clothes, not that cheap. Not 100 baht, like you get in Thailand for a dress. 16.95, it's like 900 baht. No, it's not. It's like a Chinese noodle, cider bar, pizza. It's cool. Pizzas. Not bad. 6-inch, £5. 200 baht. Nice. Sausages, black pudding, cheese. Biscuit. German breakfast. More cheese. Wow. Greek. That's popular. There's a queue for that. What's that? That's kebabs, is it? Charles Earl Grey. pastries, wow, Jesus.
That smells wild boar pie. Lovely.
It's a good thing I'm not hungry. I'll have a paella. Paella. Jesus. Oh, this pub. I went in there after my teacher training.
Might get Friday, Saturday, Sunday off one.
Get a view from upstairs. Wow, that is a massive Five Guys burger. From America. That's neat. I didn't know they're one of those. I think it's from California. It's supposed to be super good. Five Guys. What's that? Laying Art Gallery. Unlike Thailand, a lot of things are free. So let's go and have a look, see what we got. Remember that building? Yeah, museums, art galleries, national parks free. Take note, Thailand. See that sign? You need to make some signs that say free entry. It's an art gallery, not a nightclub. John Martin, born in Northumberland, studied art in Newcastle before moving to London when he was 17. He was known for huge paintings of crisis and destruction, illustrating biblical stories and ancient history. His high quality prints also gave ordinary people the opportunity to collect his art. Martin showed his paintings in London exhibitions but also toured them to places around the country, including Newcastle. So there you go. Moses, is it? Oh, Moses and his girlfriends.